Good morning, dear students. How are you today? Today we are going to take chapter 6 in Alice in Wonderland. So please go and get your storybooks because I will start to read it with you and explain anything you're not going to understand it. So please open page 24 in your storybook. I will start to read now for you. Once upon a time, said the Dormouse as fast as he could, trying not to fall asleep again. There were 3 sisters. They lived at the bottom of the wheel. What do they eat there? Asked Alice. Trilk, said the Dormouse. Impossible. That would make them ill, she said. But they were, said the Dormouse. They were very ill. Here, take some more tea, the Marsh Hare said to Alice. I can't take more tea because I haven't had any yet. Alice said. Anyway, she had some tea and bread and butter, but then turned to the Dormouse and asked, why did they live at the bottom of the wheel? The Dormouse thought for a minute. It was a Turk will, he said. That's not such thing, said Alice very angrily. Oh, really? If you can't be polite, the Dormouse said, then you finished that story. No, please, go on, said Alice. I won't interrupt you again, I promise. Okay, I will go on, said the Dormouse. Well, these 3 sisters were learning to draw. What do they draw? Alice asked, forgetting her promise. Everything that starts with a M. Mousetraps, the moon, memory, and much. Have you ever seen a drawing of much? I don't think, Alice said. Oh, I'm very confused. Then don't talk, said the Hatter. This was too rude for Alice. She got up and walked away. I will never go there again, she said, and she was leaving. It was the worst tea party of my life. So now stop here. Now you understand that the cat told her that they are mad. They are talking no sense. They're saying things doesn't relate to each other. So that's why he told her that they are mad people. So back again to the story. Just as she said this, she noticed that one of the trees had a door. Strange, thought Alice. But then everything is strange today. And she walked right through the door and into a long hallway. The glass table with the golden key on it was there. The next page, 25. I will manage better this time, Alice said as she unlocked the door with the key. Then she ate some of the mushroom in her pocket, and then she was about a foot tall. She walked through the little door. There was a beautiful garden with a large rose tree with white flowers. 3 gardeners were trying to paint the roses red. Alice thought this was very strange and went closer to watch. The 3 gardeners were arguing. Look out, 5. You are splashing me with paint, said one of them. Sorry, 2, said 5. 7 pushed me. Suddenly, they noticed Alice. Why are you painting these white roses red? She asked. 5 and 7 said nothing, but 2 said, by the way, I will stop here. Their names are 5, 7, 2. Their names are this. So 5 and 7 said nothing, but 2 said, you see, miss, we painted a white rose bush here instead of a red one. And if the queen finds out, her soldiers will cut off our heads. At the moment, 5 shouted in panic, the queen, the queen! And the gardeners fell down on their faces. Turn the page, please. No, that's for chapter 6. Now we are going to turn to the presentation together. Alice in Wonderland, chapter 6. But I guess those 3 gardeners are funny gardeners. The main points of this chapter: Alice left the Hatter and Marsh Hare because they were rude to her. She found a tree's door and entered it. She saw 3 gardeners were coloring the white roses red. They were afraid because if the queen finds out that they planted white roses instead of red, the soldiers will cut off their heads. The next slide. Easy question. This chapter is an easy one. Number 1. What did the 3 sisters draw? They draw everything that starts with M, like moon, mousetrap, memory, and much more. Question number 2. 3 gardeners were trying to paint the roses red. Explain. And I said before, to explain, it means I ask you why. Because they planted a white rose bush instead of the red one. And if the queen finds out, her soldiers will cut off their heads. Number 3. Why are you painting these roses red? Comment. So I will answer 3. Who said these words, to whom, and why? These words were said by Alice to the 3 gardeners when they were trying to paint the roses red, because if the queen finds out, her soldiers will cut their heads. Next slide, just a complete one. The gardeners' name were 2, 5, 7. Number 2, the 3 sisters were eating tryok. Number 3, Alice noticed that the gardeners were painting the roses red. The 3 sisters were drawing everything starts with M. Correct. That was for this chapter. Thank you very much. See you in another chapter.